Welcome to week 3 of the TVStar Challenge. Can you believe we are halfway through? I'm Angie Norris, and I'm on a mission to help your brand go from presence to profit, leveraging the power of TV. Today is day 15 of the TVStar Challenge, and by completing today's mission, you will receive the Big Shot badge. Check out our very own TVStar Challenger and 2 Comma Club winner, Angie Scott, featured on this beautiful magazine cover. If you hear a buzzing in the background, it is the heat running in my home. I get up about 5 a.m. to script and record these videos on a daily basis, but today it seems the heat hasn't stopped running for over an hour. So I'm just going to have to start recording regardless. So hopefully you won't hear it, but if you do, you'll know what the humming is. Video editing is the most tedious part of this entire challenge, but it doesn't have to be. Depending on what type of video format you are doing, will determine what level of video editing you need. I'm going to assume that most of you are going to do on-camera type of episodes. Others will do screencasts with voiceover, and some will do some motion graphics. For the purposes of this training, we are going to work on the on-camera video editing. For me, I have 3 ways that I edit videos. First, I love using Camtasia. I use this tool for 90% of my video editing. It is my go-to. However, I do have 2 other easy ways that I do edit video, and both are using my smartphone. So first, let me show you how I edit using my smartphone, and that would be with the iPhone, using the free pre-installed software called iMovie. What is great about it is that I can record using my smartphone, then edit it in iMovie, then upload directly to YouTube using the YouTube Studio app. Here is a video of me shooting the video using iMovie, then uploading it to YouTube. Check it out. So first, let's go to my Big View app. So on the My Big View app is where I actually record a lot of my videos using the teleprompter. So this is one of the videos I shot several months ago or maybe a month ago, and what I do is I just export it and save the video to my camera roll. And I'm gonna pull another one just in case that one doesn't work. And as you can see, it's the same process. You just hit share, and then you hit more, and then you hit save video, and it goes right to your camera roll, which is really convenient, right? So now let's go over to iMovie. So if you don't know where that is, you can type it in to the search on the far left home screen, and that will pull up. And so these are some of the projects that I've worked on. I did one every morning when I was going to work out, some for my kids. So I click on the plus sign, hit movie, and then I'm going to pull in those 2 videos, but it looks like they're not showing up because I just did it. So I'm gonna just pull another video, and so this video, let's see, oh, that one would be perfect. I shot this video the other day. I was driving to drop off clothes to Goodwill, although they're not open right now, so I had to drop them into a Dropbox. So on here, what we're gonna do is you can do, a handful of things. It's limited, but it still is not bad. So if I wanted to cut, like say the very end, I would just go to the end, select it, and I would use the cut button. And then I would move it to where I want to cut the front or the end. You can actually slice in the middle too. You can split it, see where it says split at the bottom. Let's also add some text. So if I wanted some dramatic text, I can put this in, and then you can change it out to whatever you want. So headed to Goodwill. And then, this one unfortunately stays on the screen, but you can actually tell it to go off, go on. And we're gonna add another subtitle. Let's see, let's close for the needy. And you can add a date if you want, or whatever. So you can add cool text features that pop up, and if you have multiple videos, you can actually add a different text feature for each video in here. And you can rearrange videos, which is really cool. And so as you can see, it just shows up, and it's pretty neat. It'll have a cool effect as well. What's cool is you can also speed up your video. So if you want it to be on hyperspeed or you want it to slow it down, you can do that. So if you're doing a tutorial and you have like 20 minutes that you just want to condense into 1 minute, you can do that. You can also change the colors, you can add a soundtrack. I add my custom soundtrack, so the songs that are on my iPhone, I'll actually pull those in. It's actually pretty cool. Be careful with making sure that it's not, you know, stuff that's copyrighted. The iPhone iMovie does have some pre-stuff that's in there. It's pretty cool. So here I'm going to change that because I don't like how the text stays on there. I just want it to be kind of there but not there. I just changed it a little bit. So again, you can just do so much stuff with your phone. It's so easy. It's not complicated. So now we can export it. So you'll click done, then the export, you'll hit export video or save project, and you can select what format you want. And then it's going to export, but it's going to take a little bit. So I'm going to fast forward this for you. So here it goes. And so then it's exported to your photo library. Then what we can do is I can go to my YouTube studio. Again, you can search for this. You don't have to go and find it. Oh, the air stopped. So if there's a change in the humming, then that's what's going on. So I open my YouTube studio, and then there you can upload from there. So it's really not that difficult. So don't overcomplicate it. If you need something simple, try that. If you're doing something more complex, go with something more complex. I put a ton of resources in today's mission. You can check those out. Now, if you want something a little more advanced than iMovie, I would recommend an iPhone and iPad app called VideoLeap. VideoLeap is an amazing video app. I can't say enough about all of the features VideoLeap has. To start, you can have multiple layers of video tracks, animation keyframing, audio adjustments, text layering, and much, much more. VideoLeap is the solution for video editing on an iPhone or an iPad. The second way I edit videos using my iPhone is to use the native Photos app. It is very limiting, but it works if you don't require any bells and whistles to your videos. If you just want to edit the front or the end, it's perfect. So let me just walk you through real quickly. So I'm going to go and grab a video. Here's me, the clothes for the needy that we just talked about. And if you see on the bottom, you can click, or on the top, you can click edit. And then you just scroll the front or scroll the back. That's it. If you don't require any music, this is actually, really easy to do. You can change some effects, and there you have it. That's just your native video editing app. Now let's move on to Camtasia. This is how I use Camtasia to make my videos, so check it out. So I have Camtasia open. I'm actually going to create this video that we're doing right now, that I'm actually filming. So I'm going to find the background, and it's an actual PowerPoint that I've saved as a JPEG. I pull it in, add that, and then I start doing voice narration. Now, I'm not going to be able to do voice narration at the same time because I'm actually using the software, but I'm going to pull some in so you can see what that would look like. I'll do that in a minute. So here I've pulled in the screen recording. I screen recorded the screen recording, which is so funny. So here I'm going to pull some narrations in from another day, yesterday, and pull those in so you can see how I edit audio clips. So I recorded the voice in Camtasia. You don't have to do that. You can do it outside and pull it in as well, or you can do soundtracks and things like that. Now I'm going to pull in the badge that you guys are so beautiful on the covers. Today we have Angie Scott, so I'm going to pull hers in right here, and I'm going to show you what I do to make that animation, to make it spin, which is pretty cool. I know that you guys probably think that's really neat. It's actually not that difficult to do in Camtasia. So here, what I do is I make it real small off the screen, so the before, and then I add an animation feature to it. So I'm going to resize it to make it super small, and then I'm going to add animation, custom animation, add it to that selected thing I have. I'm going to pull it over here to show where the result will be, where the ending point will be. I'm going to make it bigger. I'm going to add that it's going to spin 360 degrees, and then once I have that in there, then I will show you what it looks like. So see, now I can show you that it spins. Here goes, spin. Pretty cool, pretty cool. It's not really that hard to do these kind of animations in Camtasia. They make it really simple. So now what I want to show you is I'm going to pull in the other narration. So there's several splits. When I record my narration, I do it in sections because I get tongue-tied very easily. So if you think when you're watching these videos, wow, she never messes up, she never says she never says anything like that, well, it's because I cut it out. That's what the beauty of video editing. You can cut out spaces, you can cut out long pauses, you can do your clips in multiple ones. That's probably one of the reasons why I like doing not on camera videos, is because I have the luxury of cutting out all the stuff. So as you can see, I'm cutting out dead space here. It is just really neat what you can do with some video editing tools. You don't have to record in one shot. That's what I love about video editing, because you can actually record it. Now I'm adding a soundtrack, so the song behind that I have real low in the background of all my training videos, I have a bunch of royalty-free audio. I pull those in. So now what I want to do is I want to show you that I pull in the workbook. I've saved these workbook as JPEGs again, and I pull that in, I resize it to where I want, and I also will add things like fade, so it'll fade in and fade out, or if you want to make it flip in, it'll flip in. You can do all these different effects. They have a lot of pre-selected things you can actually choose from. Also with Camtasia, you can add green screen effects. So here I pulled in a video I did a while back, and I am on the screen, but I have a green screen behind me. It's really cool because you can take out the background no matter what color it is, if it's contrast to what you're wearing, and it makes it easy for it to do that. So I have a green screen, it makes it easy. I just select green and it takes out that video. I can resize myself. I can make myself big or small. I like to keep myself small. And so there's a lot of stuff you can do with video editing, and it's not that bad. I taught myself this just by learning it and doing it. I did not take any courses on it, and now I create videos all the time. And once you start, it's infectious. Like, you just get excited. You can add, cool effects like this. You can add a text bar, so maybe you want it to say your web link or a call to action. You can actually add that in. You can make it any color you want. You can change the border. You can add shadows. You can do a lot with it. And what if I wanted to have a cool effect of appearing on screen? Camtasia makes it really easy for that too, where you can actually go and add behaviors. And I love the pop-up one because it pops up on the screen. It kind of looks really cool. So see, it just kind of goes, pops up. And if you want it to keep popping through that thing, it will do that, and it will pop down at the end. And then once you're done, you hit save. Make sure you save a lot. Then you go to share. I always save it to my computer first. You can do other things. You can record right to, or export right to YouTube. You can do things however you want. They make it pretty easy. Something that is a free alternative to Camtasia is DaVinci Resolve 16 that I came across during my research. It's actually a free resource. DaVinci Resolve is an innovative tool for editing, including the revolutionary new cut page, visual effects, motion graphics, color correction, auto post-production, and all in one application. It looks pretty cool. So it might be something worth checking out if you're looking for an alternative to Camtasia, which there is a cost for Camtasia. I believe that video editing can be one of the hardest parts of this challenge, and therefore I wanted to provide you with what I call an easy button. One of our fellow TVStar challengers, Benny Big, has stepped up and offered quite a deal for his video editing services. What does this mean for you? If you are stuck or don't want to do video editing yourself, then consider jumping on a call with Ben to let him know your needs. He offers free consultation calls to provide you with an estimate for his services even before you book him. I can tell you that video editing is tedious and daunting, so if you would like to make this easy for you, Ben is here to help. Check out this video he made for you guys.
Hello TVpreneurs, my name is Ben Ebig. I am a video editor and videographer. I have both gone to film school for video editing and film production, as well as owned my own business where I supply this service to online entrepreneurs. And I want to walk you through what the basic process would be for doing this for a low-budget film and doing this for a big blockbuster film such as Avengers or any other sort of Hollywood movie. So I'm so excited for this. Let's get started. So the first task in any sort of production process is called the pre-production. And this is basically summed up in something that we would call storyboarding. And as you can see on the screen, I have a couple of storyboards that I'm showing you right now. This is basically what we would call like mapping out exactly what sort of shots you're going to be taking. And planning out really, okay, what's the end product going to look like? What's the end goal in mind? And a lot of storyboards, like very, very complex ones, can look like comic books where we have the scene mapped out on one side and then the action on the other side going through what that scene is all about. Now, for your production process, you don't necessarily have to go this in-depth. Sometimes you can just open up your notes on your phone and say, all right, this is exactly what I need to do in order to get started. But a very essential thing for any sort of production process is knowing where you want to end up before you get started, mapping out your journey before you start to go towards your destination. And so video editing can be a daunting task for anyone, both for the learning curve that it takes to learn the skill and for the massive amount of time that it takes to edit your videos. And so here on the screen, I've shown you me editing a video for a client. And for editing out a video, having the end in mind is a key part of not only editing your video, but editing your video at a very fast pace. And so you can see here in this video, I am not only utilizing the key parts of the clips that I want to show off my client's high skill, but I also want to tell a story to the person watching. I want to not only showcase the individual, but showcase the story that I want to tell. One key thing that I keep in mind whenever I'm editing my YouTube videos is that I not only want to keep them short and simple and to the point and deliver value as fast as possible, but I also want to value every single minute that the viewer and the person is spending with me. And so I don't want to have any sort of extra junk in my videos. I want to deliver value and deliver punch as quickly, as efficiently as possible. A similar strategy is used in copywriting. There isn't a set time that you have to make your videos. What's more important is the value that you pack into every single minute that you are creating your videos. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. And if you're looking to get your video edited for you, feel free to contact me at the scheduling link down below, and I'm happy to get on a call with you.
Also, keep in mind that Ben's skills transcend beyond video editing. He can also do graphics. So when we go over creating your episode cover art tomorrow, keep him in mind. Also, he's a chatbot wizard, as well as does funnel design. So let's just say that I'll be adding him as an easy button for a few missions to come. I chose Ben for many reasons. Number one, this mid-20-year-old is one of the most ambitious young adults I've ever met. We have met in person several times, and we got a chance to get to know each other during our time in the 2 Comma Club coaching program. Number 2, he has agreed to give you guys the best deal that he can for his services, meaning that he is not going to charge what he normally charges his top clients or what agencies will normally charge you, which is a lot. And number 3, as a fellow TVStar challenger, it is my goal to help you all thrive and share your services. So I knew his skill set and we jumped on a call to see how we could help each other. A side note for you TV challengers, if you feel you have something to offer the challenge or the other challengers, or you just need help promoting something, let's chat about it. I want it to be a win-win for all of us. If you want to provide a free training for TVStar challengers that we can put into the bonus section that leads them back to your services, great. If you want to offer a special on one of your products, services, or courses, that's great too. If you have an idea for us to collaborate for a win-win, let me know. So back to Ben. If you are interested in a free consultation, I have included his scheduling link in the resources section of Day 15 Mission in the membership site, as well as his Facebook Messenger link. It doesn't hurt to just reach out if you are on the fence or considering outsourcing the editing part of your episodes. This can be as simple as cutting ums and ands to something as professional as a blockbuster film. He has you covered. So on page 36 of your workbook, you're going to outline how you plan to edit your videos. Select all that apply, or just start thinking about what you're going to do. Awesome, guys. Again, I so appreciate each and every one of you. And remember, you all have a message that can impact the world, and I can't wait to see you all shine on the big screen. We are over halfway there. Cheers, and I will see you guys in the next mission.